Hi guys, this is just going to be an update video filling you in on my week while I tap on my phone. And I actually just remembered that I still have to turn it to silent, so there we go. Okay, so this is a request video, and the request did not specify whether they wanted it to be a whispered or a soft-spoken video or a mainly quiet video. So I am soft speaking because whispering is harder on the voice, and obviously I have to spare my voice now that I'm teaching, and it is basically my most important tool for my job. So my first week was alright. It was tiring and very busy, but generally alright. It was just Friday that kind of got the better of me. On Friday is my hardest day of the week. I have to be in school for 8 periods. The first period is like an hour that I just have to be there in case another teacher is ill and I need to take over their class and watch them. So you have 4 of those periods on top of your own classes that you need to be there in case that happens. And I have one Friday morning, the first period, and then I have to teach for the next 7 periods straight. So Friday was rough, and especially the afternoon, because all of the kids are really tired as well. So the Friday afternoon, after a long week, is hard on them too. And especially 7th and 8th period, I had one class, 7th and 8th, and it was just a struggle from start to finish, and I didn't nearly get as much done as I wanted to. So, but we'll see. It's only the first week. And the week was extra rough as well because on Tuesday evening I went to a Deftones concert, and I got the tickets months ago, honestly assuming that I would not be so lucky as to be able to start on the very first day of the school year. But I really did not want to skip the show because the Deftones really don't get out here that often. This was only the third time that I have seen them. And if you compare that to bands like Korn or Papa Roach or Slipknot, who I've all seen at least 6 or 7 times, that's not much. And I consider the Deftones my favorite band, so I really had to go. And it was in Holland, about an hour's drive away. But since it was a middle of the week show, they started quite early. They started around 9 p.m. and played for about 1.5 hours. So I wasn't home too late. And it was a good show. I saw Chino at his worst the first time I saw them, where he was really not in shape and his voice just could not deliver. And then I saw him at his best, I think 2 years ago, where he was just 100%. It was amazing. And I would say that this time he was at about 75%. Voice-wise and physical condition, you could see him get tired more quickly than the last show, and his voice cut out more often than that last show I saw them. But he was in a wonderful mood. He was having a lot of fun interacting with the crowd a lot, and being kind of silly. And he was talking about that they got requested to do a song on the street, and so they did it, and they apologized to the requester for then fucking up the song. And he says, he talked about the 5 P's that proper preparation prevents poor performance, and that they did not do that. But it was a lot of fun. I just had a smile on my face from the start. But yeah, that was definitely my last activity for a couple months while I just get used to working and try to save my energy as much as possible. So I'm actually going to try to aim for still making one video every week, and it will probably be made either on Friday or Saturday, because I decided that on Friday, after I get home from my 8 periods, I'm not gonna work for school anymore on Friday, especially not next Friday, because after those 8 periods I have a 2-hour meeting and I'm gonna cry. But basically why I want to do that is because I know myself, and if I were to stop filming for like a month or something, there is a good chance that I don't start back up. So I really want to try to aim for a video once a week, and if that's not possible, once every 2 weeks. But again, these videos are not going to be roleplay videos. They're going to be like this, update rambly videos that feature an easy request, like tapping or tracing pictures. I'll make a Dutch spoken video soon. I got some comments from people on my other Dutch spoken video that were kind of, I don't know if it was complaining or what the point was, but saying that that's not Dutch, it's Flemish. But that's really retarded, because Flemish is not an official language. It's all Dutch, it's just Dutch. Flemish is our local accent in Belgium, but the official language is Dutch, so it would be like an American English-speaking person commenting on a Brit saying, that's not English, it's English, you know? It's just a different accent, but it's the same language. Wouldn't be surprised if they honestly don't know that over there, though. So yeah, I'm gonna aim for a video once a week with a simple request and some rambling or updating. I won't do much whispering because I just can't risk losing my voice. I was even very, very quiet during the Deftones show. I barely did any screaming to save my voice, which was hard because they truly are my favorite band. I was glad they played most of my favorite songs. They played a lot of old songs from Adrenaline. They played like 4 songs from Adrenaline, and a lot of the times when bands have several new CDs, you just don't know if they're going to play many old songs. But they did, and then they basically played my favorite songs from Diamond Eyes and Koi no Yokan, which is basically Swerve City and Poltergeist are my favorite songs from Koi no Yokan. And they played Rosemary as well, which I like. But I really love Swerve City and Poltergeist. Anyway, it was good. There were no people there to ruin the experience either. Everyone was on their best behavior. So basically, I'm just getting used to having no life whatsoever. I spent all day today, which is Saturday, doing lesson prep, because to get things copied in time you really need to get them into the copy service 3 days in advance. So that means you do have to get a head start on lesson preparations if you need to get things copied. Which is hard because I'd really rather take it day to day for now. It's a lot harder working ahead of time in this stage. But I'm trying. Okay, so for the last couple of minutes of the video until it cuts off around 20-21 minutes, I'll just do some silent tapping.